What's up, YouTube? Matthew here once again with another video. And in today's video, we'll be going over some more cryptocurrencies. Now, before we go on, be sure to subscribe, comment, like this video. I know it's been a while, but I'm back and I'm just, showing some currency videos. I know I usually talk about e-commerce, but now I've been more interested in this. Now, I'm not an expert on this in cryptocurrency and all the coins, but I've just been researching, doing a little bit of investments here and there. Not a lot at all. I'm just trying to learn. So if you guys can teach me something, please comment down below. And so today we're just going to be talking about what's been happening in the news with the whole crypto market. And as we can see on CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin is over $8,200. Yesterday it was under 8,000. And so this is the first time it hit 8,000 since late May. And its dominance has continued to grow. It's around 47%, which is crazy. And so interesting article I read here was on why Bitcoin has surged over $8,200, and they were talking about and they just had 5 different reasons. One reason they stated was that Google and Facebook has before cracked down on cryptocurrency advertising, because especially during ICO season, when that whole craze was going on, there was a lot of advertisements on Facebook and Google, and a lot of them were actually scams. And so Google really and Facebook really put measures to stop that. But now it seems like they have eased the pressures that they have been putting towards that, and are now more open to advertising about cryptocurrency. And then secondly, of course, everyone's been talking about this, the ETF, the Bitcoin ETF that people have been talking about, that is supposed to be issued by the Chicago Board Option Exchange. And so, ETFs is, something easy, something that people recognize. If you do regular investing, whether stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, ETFs are very similar to mutual funds. But ETFs are just a little bit different. It's more, it's easier. It's more beginner friendly, I would say. And so that can be a big reason why Bitcoin is going up. People are getting interested in this ETF and anticipating its rise in that. The third reason they stated here is that the investment company BlackRock has over $6 trillion in assets and has shown interest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And so they may be putting money into Bitcoin right now, and just different technologies. The fourth reason they stated is that the U.S. Chamber of Commerce is calling for an end of regulating uncertainty surrounding Bitcoin. So ending the uncertainties, the questioning, just letting people invest and whatnot, which can add even more certainty to the market, that the U.S. Chamber of Commerce is not as anxious anymore about its regulations or whatnot, or maybe they are just advising a simple regulatory plan for that. Another reason they talk about is the seasonality of it. If you looked at last year, this was the time that Bitcoin rose somewhat, especially in August and September, and then kind of slowed down in October a little bit, but then increased in November, December. And so it just may be just how the market is going. And so that's very interesting. It's so crazy that the dominant is just 47%. I think yesterday it was 45%, so it increased 2%, which is actually a lot for currency. Crazy. So if we can just see the 1 day right now of it. So yeah, 46, 47. I think yesterday it was at, I believe it was at 45. But yeah, it's growing. Bitcoin is growing. Other coins are growing. So you see these 45, 45. So Monday was at 46, 45 here earlier. And so, yeah. So we'll see what happens with this market. Another interesting article I read is that, seeing Bitcoin rise and the whole market rise, people are talking about a bubble again. It's going to bust again, or, it's going to go back down or whatnot. And then it's just a very interesting article I read on MarketWatch talking about how the whole crypto market is just worth a fraction of the gold market. And, this is very interesting reading about this and just visualizing these bubbles, these markets. So the cryptocurrency is around 300 million right now. And compared to the gold market, which is $7.8 trillion, it's just a fraction of that. You have, that's less than 10%. You have the stock market. You have at 77. You have all the money in the world, currencies and whatnot. Real estate is a big one. You may think that's the largest one, but no, global debt. Our debt is crazy, man. With student loans and bonds and mortgages. And of course the US national debt is just crazy how much that America contributes to this. Almost 10% of the global debt. But yeah, and so this just puts in perspective how, how far we did come as a market in the cryptocurrency world. And if it is a bubble, oh well, it was only 10%, less than 10% of the gold market. It was, or the stock market, so it's worth only about 10. Well, the gold market, which is 10% of the stock market. And so if it buzzes, it wasn't even worth that much. But it also shows its potential to grow even more, how small it is. So it's kind of a two-sided thing. You can see the positives of whether it is a bubble or whether it's not a bubble. And, just looking at it at different perspectives. Next thing that we have is this company called Honey Miner lets you mine Bitcoin and other currencies right on your laptop. And, this was a New Jersey-based crypto company, and they release have some user use like over 10,000 downloads across the globe, and they launched a free beta in June. And so it's very simple. You can just use it on your simple laptop, like have this, just a regular PC laptop, and it helps you get into the mining pool by just running the app on the computer's GPU while it's not processing images or videos. And so they mine other coins like Ethereum Classic, Zcash, Monero, and so it's just very simple for people who don't want to go to Coinbase and try to learn that or whatnot, or this is an easy way for you to learn about mining and to invest, because of course it pays you over time. And they were talking about how people with just a high-end GPU can expect to earn, right here it says around worth a Bitcoin worth $1 or $2 a day, depending on the volatility of Bitcoin, of course. And so also, that's decent money for a beginner, $365 a year or even more. And if Bitcoin goes higher, it can go even higher than that. And so, it's just a very easy, simple way to use or to get into this mining effort, because right now it's not so difficult, but you have people owning factories up in Iceland and Greenland and mining Bitcoin that way. And, that can seem really much, a lot for your average Joe like myself. And so, something like this would just ease people into the market and help them understand it. And it doesn't take much, not a lot of, no money down. Basically, you're just using your own laptop and electricity. And so, they're, and, they have 10,000 downloads, but they didn't want to say the amount of users they have. But they do have some restrictions, and they do have 18% of their users from developing countries. And so, yeah, and so I hope you all are excited about this new rise in Bitcoin in the market. It's been doing this on and off throughout the year. So we'll see how far this goes until it settles down, or if it goes down again, because I still don't think it's going to reach its new highs, or go to the moon anytime soon this year. Maybe in November, but I don't think right now. And so we'll see how long this rise in Bitcoin will take us. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe, comment down below, and let me know and teach me things, you all. I'm trying to learn more. I hope you all enjoy the news and get something from it. All right. Hope you all have a good rest of the day. Peace.